Hello YouTubers. Okay, this is a lesson, so to speak. I did not have a blender, grinder. I have a food processor, but it couldn't grind up my dehydrated tomato slices. They are just too thin, and they just kept getting mushed up. So I found a Braun coffee grinder. Now, this was in horrible condition. I don't know how long it'll last me, but it was $5. Everywhere else on Kijiji they're selling them for $10. So I got this one for $5 and did the cleanup myself. Tip on cleaning out your coffee grinders if you're using it for spices is use white rice. First, wipe it out with a wet tea towel or napkins or paper towel. Get as much as you can out. Use an old toothbrush, scrape it out. Then put the rice in, blend it till you get a powder, and then wipe it, rinse it, do whatever you need to do to get it clean. And that's what I did here. So what we're going to do here is you're going to see a live experiment here. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to try dehydrated tomatoes. Wish me luck. And hopefully I'm going to get tomato powder. Looking good. Okay, we still have some bits and pieces in there, but that is way better than what my food processor could ever have done. So I'm going to keep grinding. Very nice. We still got some big chunks in there, but that's awesome. Do the rest of it up here. I wonder how full I can fill it without making it. Some of these are feeling kind of gummy. I know that dehydrated tomatoes don't necessarily get crispy. They stay kind of bendy. And I've had these in the Ziploc bag for a few weeks now, and they didn't go bad, so I know they are dehydrated enough. Okay, show you something here. They're sitting on top. This is what happened with my food processor. Too flat, they're sitting on top. Get my grubby little hands in there. No, they are clean, don't worry. Not like you would really worry or anything, but you know. We still got some chunks going on in there. You see the chunks in there? But it smells like tomato soup, like the Campbell's condensed. It's awesome. Quite a good powder there. Okay, now as you know, I don't have a funnel. Ignore the kids, they're playing video games right now to occupy them, so they're not interfering with my video. What do I do here? take it, rip a hole in my coffee filter. And I'm just going to use these small containers here. Pour it in. I love coffee filters. Coffee filters can be used for just about anything. As you see in many of my other videos, I use them for doing my cold filter coffee. I'll strain my soups or spices or whatever. It's got a bit of a clump happening here. You can see that. I think because tomatoes themselves don't get crispy dry. I mean, the next batch I will get them so that they're crispy dry if I can. But that there is so concentrated. I wish you could smell the vision. That's amazing. And here is one bunch of celery. I dehydrated it. And these are just little jam jars. I mean, as you can judge by the size of the Braun coffee grinder there, this is how much you get. And this is very strong in taste too. And hubby that night actually had Caesars. So he was like, so when are you going to be done blending up the tomatoes and celery, and so I can add some salt and have my little Caesars? And I was like, not quite yet, my dear. And sent him on his way, and he got bottled Caesars. Which is not too bad, because whenever we decide to have a little party, make our own Caesars, we got our tomato base right here. When the poo hits the fan, so to speak, you're going to have people that are going to be bartering alcohol. Not to say that that's going to be our primary goal, but you know, if we have it on stock and we have it, we can enjoy a drink or two. Maybe, yeah, just a few. Next, I'm going to do some onions. Oh, and you can add some salt to this, and it'll be an amazing celery salt. Next, I'm going to do onions, but before I do the onions, I'm going to do the rice and make sure this is all cleaned out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start saving the rice as well, because I don't know if I can use the rice powder or anything. I know I've heard of people making rice bread and stuff like that, but they don't last very long. One more thing I wanted to show you was I had picked this up a few years ago, and just thought I'd share it with you. If you can see that there. It's a spice rack, and it has these tubes. I picked it up for the trailer originally, and it comes with 5 tubes, and they're being washed right now, so they're a little wet. They gotta dry out. But this is what I'm gonna store my powders in, and they'll be used. So this can be a prepper, so I can just pick up this whole rack and go, kind of, I guess, eh? But yeah, again, free. Kijiji. Gotta love it. Well, I hope this helps some of you. I'm going to be doing some dried ginger as well. I don't have a cut and paste editor for my Android yet. In which case I could show you everything that's all nice and pretty, but I don't, so I might do another video. You might see it all in one lump sum, but this is the thing that I wanted to show you, that you can get secondhand, you can use it, and it's still good. It's not going to kill you unless, well, here's the thing. When you go look for a Braun or a coffee grinder, some people out there use these to blend up their drugs. And believe it or not, I've actually gone to go see one and opened it up, and it smelled like skunk weed. I was quite upset, seeing that I'm going to be feeding my kids with this. So be very careful, inspect your product, make sure it works, and be aware of what you're getting into. Needless to say, I did not buy that coffee grinder, and made a nice little report on this gentleman's Kijiji ad. But if I hadn't have opened it and looked at it, just bought it blindly, I could have contaminated my kids. So I know that when I buy my stuff off Kijiji, I'm very thorough, very sure of what I'm buying, especially if it's going to touch my food. In this case, it was just coffee. I could tell it was coffee, I could taste that it was coffee, and I felt safe enough to purchase it. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody. And any questions, give me a ring. Enjoy!